soon because we don't have that much time for this session today. You ready? Okay. For scrutiny, Pearl, are you ready? Okay. And is your buddy here too? Okay, cool. You ready? Okay, good. Okay. Do you want to pick up the voting cards? I'm starting roll call now. Okay. Can we update the parliamentary system? Is it over there? Okay. Starting with ASEPA Algeria, AFO Austria, CAPC Canada, CZPSA Czech Republic, PPSA Poland delegated to CZPSA Czech Republic. Okay, Anna France, BPHD Germany, ISMA Farsi Indonesia, PPHSF Pakistan delegated to ISMA Farsi Indonesia, IPHSA Iran, IPSF Egypt delegated to IPSHSA Iran, APS Japan, MyPSA Malaysia, okay. KMPSV Netherlands, QPH US Qatar delegated to KMPSV Netherlands, FJC PPHA Philippines, APEF Portugal, LPSA Lebanon delegated to APEF Portugal. Oh, sorry, APEF, thank you. Okay. KNEF's Republic of Korea, JPSA Jordan delegated to KNEF's Republic of Korea, FESFA Romania, NUSPS Singapore, NEPSA Australia delegated to NUSPS Singapore, SPSA Slovakia. Okay, I hope that I get this right this time. The SHFSA, okay. The SHFSA Slovenia. CPSA Croatia delegated to the SHFSA Slovenia. Okay. PSAT Thailand. Oh. I think KMPSV needs help. Okay, we'll PSAT Thailand? Yep. Done? Okay, good. TPAYC Turkey. BPSA United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. APHA ASP United States of America. Okay, perfect. And I think KMPSV needed help afterwards. Oh, you don't need help? Okay, good. Okay. And scrutineers, you done? Yep. Unfortunately, because you weren't here at roll call, you lose your voting rights for the session until next voting rights. But you may sit in as observers if you wish, but you won't have voting rights for this session. Okay, so if you're done, if all voting members can raise their voting cards and we can count the voters in the room. Okay. Scrutineers, please help us to count the voting members in the room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 14, 17, 18, 19, 20, 29 in the room. Okay, we have 29 voters in the room today. Thank you. And we'll proceed with the assembly.
Okay, everyone. Can we have a procedural motion to resume the standing orders? Proposed by Anne France, seconded by Efsa Iran.
Okay, connecting parliamentarian system to the screen. That's all.
Numbers of votes are updated. Now for the motion. Sorry. It's updated. It's updated. Okay, we're good. We're ready to go. Motion number 9, proposed by executives. This, the 69th IPSF General Assembly, accepts BDPSA Brunei Dar es Salaam as a member in association of IPSF and welcomes them to the Federation. Do we have BDPSA in the Zoom? We do? There is Zoom is on. Can we please, media team, play the video first?
Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. My name is Aini and I'm the president of Brunei Dar es Salaam Pharmacy Students Association, also known as BDPSA. Joining me here today is...
Hello everyone, I'm Alim and I'm the project officer of BDPSA. So let's jump straight into our short presentation.
BDPSA was established in the year 2023, representing 40 pharmacy students from Pangeran Anak Puteri Rashidah Sadatul Bolkiah Institute of Health Science at University Brunei Darussalam.
BDPSA's aim is to foster an environment of growth, unity, and collaboration that inspires and empowers pharmacy students in Brunei Darussalam to become valuable healthcare leaders. To achieve this aim, we laid out a set of objectives which include offering internships, volunteering and international exchange opportunities, establishing partnerships and network connections, providing academic support services, organizing a diverse range of events encompassing social, cultural and educational aspects, and advocating for pharmacy students. The association incorporated 5 values as guiding principles to provide purpose and direction. They are discipline, unity, respectful, responsible, and innovative. Next, we will look at the structure of the association. BDPSA is represented by an executive board whose functions are to advance goals and manage the affairs of the association in accordance with the Constitution. First, heading the board is the president. The president is the official representative of the association and its members, aiming to provide leadership, guidance, and sustainability. Then we have 2 vice presidents. Vice President 1 oversees the secretary, the treasurer, the contact person who acts as the link between the association and IPSF, and the student exchange officer, the coordinator between the association and partner institutions for local and international student exchange programs. On the other hand, Vice President 2 oversees 4 committee officers, namely the Public Relation Officer, the Media and Publication Officer, the Pharmacy Student Advocacy Officer, and the Project Officer.
Prior to the formation of the association, we are very proactive in joining and creating various events, such as community projects where we did awareness campaign in the form of seminar or even webinar during the COVID times, walkathon or run, and the use of online platforms such as social media to spread awareness. Not only that, we also joined some international conferences. As an example, it's an international conference with Malaysian and Indonesian universities on the topic Role of Pharmacists in COVID-19 Pandemic. And another example is Collaborative Online International Learning program with pharmacy students from the Philippines. Aside from that, we also join competitions such as International Poster Competition. Paper publication is another area that we are very active on, where we publish paper range from review paper, pharmaceutical lab research paper, and clinical research paper. Volunteering activities, some examples are volunteering during the COVID pandemic at COVID-19 Vaccination Center, doing health screening for healthcare personnel, Medication Without Harm event, Antibiotic Awareness Day, and COVID-19 awareness. While internally, between us students, we have some internal academic activity, such as between pharmacy students, i.e. sessions that are conducted by the senior to help the junior on Objective Structured Clinical Examination, OSCE. There's also interprofessional education IPE, which involve other healthcare students, such as medical doctor, dentist, pharmacist, and nursing, simulating a real-life hospital-based setting. Moving forward, we will continue to incorporate these activities as part of the association projects.
Our motivation on joining IPSF is to further broaden our knowledge and expertise,
To develop soft skills that will allow effective interactions with others like leadership, communication, attitude, and work ethic,
to connect with new individuals who has the same passions on improving one's skills as a pharmacist,
and to receive international experience in the pharmaceutical industry. Ultimately, we look forward to joining IPSF because we believe this will allow the association to be one step closer in aligning both the objectives of BDPSA and IPSF.
Thank you for listening. Bye!
Thank you, BDPSA. Now we open the floor for discussion. First, IPF Portugal.
Valera of Portugal. First of all, thank you for your application. We wanted to ask if you are planning on looking for other ways to fund the fee. Thank you.
Thank you, IPF. BDPPSA. Mic is yours.
Hello? Can you guys hear me all?
BDPPSA,
first of all,
can you hear us?
hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello, test. All right, okay. So thank you for the question. So technically, our association is self-funded, and reason why I say technically is because we as a student in our university, we actually receive a monthly allowance, where by itself actually already more than enough to actually fund our membership. But at the same time, we also receive like separate allowance for every new semester, where we get to, which is used to cover like any essential uni life, which include like paying membership and so on. So aside from that, we also have funding from our university student organization, which can help with our financial support as well. And further adding on to that, we also approach other bodies such as for sponsorship, such as like our very own Brunei Darussalam Pharmacy Board. And also we go for private companies as well, like Simple Pharma, Unit Pharma, Ethel Oxygen, and so on. And also we also reach out into organizations such as like Dare, Shell LifeWire, and Nexus. So overall, I would say like in terms of paying membership, we do have the enough fund to actually pay for our membership and also to have access of it as well. I hope that answered the question. Thank you.
You only represent 40 students. Thank you.
Thank you, BPSA. BDPSA, floor is yours.
I'm sorry, can you repeat the question? There seemed to be a technical problem just now. I didn't hear the question. Sorry.
BPSA, go ahead.
Patrick, BPSA UK. In relation to the number of members and students you represent, it's stated in your membership application that it's 40 students that you represent. How do you wish to fill the 10 executive positions that you have outlined in your constitution if you only have 40 students that you represent? How do you wish and how do you hope to fill those 10 executive positions? Is that clear? Thank you.
BDPSA, go ahead.
Thank you for the question. So regarding yes, as of now, we only have 40 members as we are newly created. And fortunately, like we as a student, we are actually very proactive in joining like committee and so on. So we don't really have any problem in that side as of now. But in the future, we are trying to find ways to actually increase our numbers of students. In our case, like our university is like the sole university in Brunei that actually provide pharmacy courses. So in terms of like raising the number of membership, it's waiting for newcomers. Like for example, like this coming semester, this August, there's a new batch of students are coming in. So that's gonna be since we are really highly encouraged like students to actually join this committee. So yeah, that's part of our initiative to actually increase our members as well. I hope that answered the question. Thank you.
Thank you. Next we have Anif France.
Pauline Annette France, it is noted that your representation is a local level. Do you have a national association for pharmacy students? And if not, is there another local association? Thank you.
Thank you. BDPSA, go ahead.
Once again,
Thank you for the question. I'm Aimee from BDPSA. So we're the only university and pharmacy school in Brunei Darussalam. So we actually represent on the national level as the only pharmacy student association as well.
Thank you. Next we have FP Portugal.
Valeria of Portugal. Are you planning on bringing delegates to IPSF events, and how do you plan on financing that? Thank you.
Thank you. BDPSA, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Yes. In terms of regional assembly or general assembly, we would appoint delegates from the executive board, and that would be based on nomination, responsibility, as well as availability. But of course, with other IPSF events such as the competitions or workshops, it will be open to all members of our association. And in terms of funding the students, some students are actually capable of self-funding themselves because of the allowance that we receive monthly. But those that require financial support, they can apply to the association, and partial funding would be provided from the association's fund collected when hosting income-generating events such as paid projects or selling merchandise. And we also receive funds from sponsorship of local companies and organizations. Thank you.
Thank you. We have another FF Portugal question.
Beatriz FF Portugal. Since you are a very recent association, which are the biggest contributions that you think you can bring to IPSF? Thank you.
Thank you. BDPSA, go ahead.
Thank you for the question. So yeah, first and foremost, yeah, I believe that with BDPSA joining IPSF, that we both can actually benefit with this. So from our part, we will actually like to able to introduce another perspective of perspective or idea that is specific to our nation, which differs from others. And also adding on, we can also provide insights, for example, like in our cultural nuance, in on like regulatory requirements, and even customer preferences. So of our local market. So aside from this, IPSF also can help. IPSF will also gain more representation and members as well that will actively work on the IPSF goals. And yeah, and also we as I mentioned, we as a community, we are very proactive. We would really like to join any event or any projects that the federation have. And so yeah, all in all, we will say we are very motivated officers, and also yeah, representation from the Asia Pacific. Thank you.
Thank you. We have another comment from FF Portugal. Dropped. Thank you. Do we have any other new comments? Any new comments? I see none. We've closed the floor for discussion. Proceed to close discussion. Can we please close off the live stream and the Zoom? All electronic devices and phones to be shut.